Now, this could be really good advice or really shit advice for you. So I want no responsibility of this. I'm just telling you what's worked for me in my life. And I have arguments with my mentors about this. And do you know what? It's worked for me. And I feel really irresponsible saying this. Anyway, right, what episode is it? It's episode 729. And yesterday I said we're going to talk about luck, but we're not talking about luck. I read it wrong, actually. Here we go. Successful people have a level of fuck it. It will be all right. Successful people have a level of fuck it. It'll be all right. Let's just go for it. Let's do it. Let's build the airplane on the way down as we jump off a cliff. That, for me, I really do believe that mindset has definitely helped me. And I would not be in the situation that I'm in without that mindset. And I see so many people, they want every single light to be green before they take a step onto that road, onto that journey. You cannot wait till every single light is green. It will never happen. There will never be a perfect time. There will always be an excuse not to do something. There'll always be a reason not to expand. There is always a reason not to do something if you look for it. But I promise you, if you have a level of fuck it in your life, in your business life, then I personally, I know so many people are going to be shouting at the screen right now and saying, oh, it's irresponsible, don't be stupid. I'm just telling you what's worked for me. I have a massive level of fuck it. It'll be all right. I'll work it out. And for whatever reason, touch wood, it always seems to work out. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, Dean, look at that restaurant. You absolutely screwed up. You lost your dad 6 figures. You lost 6 figures. What do you mean? Fuck it. It'll be all right. And you are right. I opened a restaurant. I lost 6 figures. My dad lost 6 figures, which hurt me more than me losing 6 figures because I can earn it back. It was horrible. However, that 18 months of my life was the most painful 18 months of my life without a shadow of a doubt. However, I learned the most I have ever learned. And it changed the direction of my life in that 18 months. If I wouldn't have thought, fuck it, let's open a restaurant. You don't know anything about it. I thought, fuck it, I'll learn. Turns out I didn't learn. Turns out I failed, fell on my face, and lost money. We sold it, and we just managed to pay people off, and that's it. We had nothing left at all. I was back to level zero. That was only 6-7 years ago. And that was a really humbling experience. And now looking back on that, I know that was an unbelievable lesson for me. It was the best lesson that I could learn. And I paid 100 grand for that lesson, or 200 grand, or whatever it was. It was worth it. It was money well spent. It was without doubt money well spent. And that element of fuck it, I'll be all right with a restaurant. Yes, it didn't work out at that time, but ultimately it's worked out better because the lessons I've learned from having a failure far outstrip the lessons I would have learned by having a successful restaurant. If I had that again, I wouldn't change anything. I would still fuck it. And now I've learned so much from it. The storage. When I had one successful self-storage, I literally jumped up. It was only a small site. I jumped up to a massive 30,000 square foot. If you picture it, my rent was 12 grand a year in one site. My next site, my second site, was 150 grand a year. I'd nearly gone up 15x just on the rent alone. But I thought, fuck it, it'll be all right. So I believe, and me and Dan Bradbury had an argument about this, a disagreement about this in the latest mastermind that I was at. I said that successful people have an element of fuck it. And he said, no, they don't. You're talking bullshit. You're talking bullshit. But that's my opinion. I believe it definitely worked for me. And I see so many people on the sidelines waiting for every green light. And there's never going to be there. So maybe for you guys, there has to be a middle ground. There has to be a middle ground where you do take action, but it is the right time. Me, on the other hand, I do think fuck it, but I do a hell of a lot of research now. When I say fuck it, let's open another site, I know the intricacies of self-storage. So I understand when we're going to do well, if we're going to do well, etc. So yes, I believe successful people have a level of fuck it, it'll be all right. And maybe you agree, maybe you don't, but I certainly think it's helped me in the past. Right, tomorrow we are talking about how to win an argument. Oh yes, everybody should be tuning in for that one. All right, my friends, love you, appreciate it. See you tomorrow.